Hey everyone, I have a quick word to share today, and today's word is your spouse, you had me at hello. Your spouse, you had me at hello. And this word isn't for everybody, so please take it to the Lord for confirmation and always test the spirit behind every prophetic word, including mine. And I also have a lyrical message with this song as well. So if this message is for you, you and your spouse have some miscommunication going on right now. And for many of you, there's no communication going on right now. And that's because, you set boundaries with this person. And these were boundaries that, frankly, you got it from the Holy Spirit to set boundaries with this person, to not allow them to walk all over you, and you set these boundaries and you stood firm in them. And a lot of these spouses, they weren't used to that, and they didn't like it. A lot of these spouses in the past had operated out of manipulation and control. And, if they didn't feel like they had control in the relationship, it made them uncomfortable. And, that comes from a place of being unhealed, of needing deliverance. And for many of you, your spouses have been going through that process. And so when I received this word today, the Holy Spirit brought me to the scene from Maguire when, and I have not seen that movie in a long time, you guys, but I did watch the scene where they had some sort of disagreement, I guess, and it's Renee Zellweger and Tom Cruise, and he comes in and he's coming in to make things right, and he did her dirty. I don't remember exactly how the movie goes. It's been a long time, but I know, he came off as a very selfish person, and she was extremely giving all the time, and he realized that how much he needed her and appreciated her, and how he had taken her for granted many times. And so he comes in, and she's having a book club, or there's a group of women there, and he comes in front of everybody. He's like, I had a big night for our company and it wasn't the same because you weren't there. And he just starts pouring out his heart to her. And finally, she's just like, shut up. She's like, you had me at hello. And so the Holy Spirit brought me to this scene in Maguire today. So for many of you, your spouse is going to be coming in with an apology, and they're really kind of nervous about it. They don't really know. Most of these spouses have not been great communicators, okay? And they're coming in, they're going to have a confession, they're going to have an apology. And what the Holy Spirit is saying is that you're going to forgive this person. If they're coming with the correct spirit, they're coming with a delivered, healed spirit, the Holy Spirit, you're going to forgive them. You're going to welcome them back with open arms. The Lord brought me to Philemon yesterday. And so, but just know that, these spouses, they're trying to figure out what to say. Many of you are going to be receiving communication. Some of these spouses, they have a problem admitting when they screw up. They have the type of spirit, or they have the type of spirit that always had to be right all the time. And that's an unclean spirit. Someone who can't admit they're wrong, that's an unclean spirit. And this person had been making you the bad guy because you've been standing firm in your boundaries. You made it clear to this person that you weren't going to walk in the flesh in these relationships, and that they had to come higher. And, there was a period of time when your spouses didn't like this because they felt like, in past relationships, they were just able to run roughshod over the other person, but you aren't controllable like that because you're led by the Holy Spirit. John 16:13, the Holy Spirit leads, guides, and directs you into all truth. Maybe these spouses were takers. It was like constantly taking. And finally the Lord said, no, you have to, put your foot down here, because there were a lot of other things going on in the situation where they were taking advantage of you, and there were people around them pulling on them to take advantage of you. And the Lord was not going to allow that to continue to happen. But it kind of angered these spouses, and it created this false sense of like you being the bad guy because you're standing firm in your boundaries. But they're starting to realize that, you've always been there for this person. You've always, been a soft place for them to fall. But at the same time, you're not going to allow them to run roughshod over you. You are going to stand up for yourself and stand firm in your boundaries. I'm releasing another word today. They're trying to steal what's yours. This person had unclean spirits around them, working through friends and family members, trying to take from you. And you saw very clearly what was going on because the Holy Spirit showed you. I mean, there's no other way to put it. So just know that, you will forgive this person. Now, whether or not this person is ready to come back in, to have access to you, that's between you and the Lord. So take that to the Lord for confirmation in your situation. But there's a couple lyrical messages today for this word. The first one is Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone. I've released that lyrical message several times, so I'm not going to go through that one today, but that's a song that I've been hearing a lot in my spirit. And that, that just talks about how this person, when you're not around, they feel it. They miss you. They miss your warmth. Whenever you step out of the picture, so does the favor of the Lord. And so many of these spouses have been on their own journey seeking the Lord, which is a good thing. But the other lyrical message is Blurry by Puddle of Mud. And this song's a little, I don't know, it's a little dark. And so I think these spouses have been really down. They've been feeling down, and part of them had still been blaming you for things, but, they realized that at the end of the day, you didn't really do anything wrong. I mean, other than be supportive and stand in your boundaries. So the lyrics say, everything's so blurry, everything's so fake, and everybody's empty, and everything is so messed up. Preoccupied without you, I cannot live at all. My whole world surrounds you. I stumble and I crawl. You could be my someone, you could be my scene. You know that I'll protect you from all of the obscene. I wonder what you're doing. Imagine where you are. There's oceans in between us, but that's not very far. And many of you, the Lord moved you away from this person. So maybe there are literally oceans between you, because that was for your own protection. And it just goes on to say, can you take it all away? Can you take it all away? Well, you shoved it in my face, the pain you gave to me. So they're still blaming you for some of these things that it's not you. It's just you setting boundaries. This pain you gave to me, can you take it all away? Can you take it all away? Well, you shoved it in my face. Everyone is changing. There's no one left that's real. And they see you as real. They know that you're the real deal, that you're not fake, you're genuine. And maybe this person is surrounded by a lot of disingenuous people, And so when you're gone, it just highlights even more how they're surrounded by people who aren't really for them, who are, just not operating out of the right spirit. So make up your own ending and let me know just how you feel, because I am lost without you. I cannot live at all. My whole world surrounds you. I stumble, then I crawl. And this again just speaks to nobody who is in relationship closely with Jesus Christ should feel this way, because you always have Christ as the center to fall back on. You have that peace, that comfort, that joy that comes through daily relationship with him. You could be my someone, you could be my scene. You know that I will save you from all of the unclean. I wonder what you're doing. I wonder where you are. There's oceans in between us, but that's not very far. They see you as pure and blameless in front of the Lord. They see you as pristine, unclean, because of your relationship with Christ, because you have the heart of Christ, because you walk in the spirit and not the flesh, And this person has struggled with walking in the flesh versus walking in the spirit. It's a spiritual battle going on around this person. Can you take it all away? Can you take it all away? Well, you shoved it in my face, the pain you gave to me. Can you take it all away? Can you take it all away? Well, you shoved it in my face, the pain you gave to me. And again, it's all about them. It's not about, how they had been mistreating you forever. It's all like, oh, you're so mean. It's like, no, I have boundaries, Nobody told me what you thought. Nobody told me what to say. Everyone showed you where to turn, told you when to run away. Well, no, it wasn't everyone. It was the Holy Spirit, because you take all your direction from the Holy Spirit. You don't listen to other people. You listen to the Holy Spirit. And maybe this person, they listen to everyone around them. They're influenced by the people in their ear, whether it's friends, family. And this has been an issue. It's been a problem because these people are not operating out of the right spirit. Told you when to run away. Nobody told you where to hide. Nobody told you what to say. Everyone showed you where to turn, showed you when to run away. Can you take it all away? Can you take it all away? Well, you shoved it in my face, the pain you gave to me. And, it's just, you just pray for this person, because it's like they're looking at how you're reacting to how they've been acting. It's like gaslighting at its finest. It's like you're only backing away because this person was using and abusing you, and so now you're the bad guy. It's like, no, that's not really the full story. So just continue to pray for this person, that they're seeking the Lord, that they are, the Lord's showing them the truth in the situation. And, you're not the bad guy. You're the one person who's been for them, who's been praying for them, who's never left them, regardless of how they've treated you, regardless of if there's been a separation in place. You've still stood for this person in the spirit, praying for them, standing back to back. You've always been in this person's corner regardless. So any other, idea that they have about you is not coming from God. So I don't know who this message is for today. Take it to the Lord for confirmation. If you feel the Holy Spirit leading you to sow into this message, I encourage you to do so. I pray over every seed that the Lord would increase it 1,000-fold. I pray for all of you who receive these messages, that the right people would receive them at the right time. I pray the Lord continue to go before you, follow behind you, leading you into His perfect will for your lives. If you're interested in joining the membership program, #Team Jesus, just click the join button, and we do a Wednesday night members only live Bible study and prophetic flow. And to get in on that, it's a $20 monthly seed. It gets you access to all Wednesday night live stream events and all the previous 42 episodes in replay. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, go ahead and check it out. Big shout out to all my new members. I want to welcome all my new subscribers to the family. If you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. And just know that when you engage with this content, you really help it get into that YouTube algorithm, making sure the right people receive this at the right time. So thank you, all of you who support the content. I want to thank all my financial partners, all of you guys who pray for me. I could not do this without you. If you're interested in real estate in the Dominican Republic, go to my website, covenantrealtydr.com. It's linked in the description. There's more info about the tour coming up in May. If you're interested in coming down to Punta Cana to check out the real estate down there. So check it out, go to my website, and just know that I love you all so much with the love of Christ, and stay blessed.